thought we'd see fighting throughout the city. But it's dead and quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you dropped the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too.
Hey, Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
What? Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that?
Go
Anything
no
in
further!
order is all mine!
On my lord!
You're mine! Ready to go! Talon Hurricane!
Destruction! You're finished!
No shield can stand up to these!
I see one, eh?
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Not a chance!
Armor won't save you!
My shield!
Annihilation! My watch!
Swallow blade!
Downfall!
Hurricane!
Destruction!
Glimmer Drake!
We're not finished!
In here! Gemini Aqua! I'll be Another ray!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art!
First strike!
Lightning control!
It's over!
Handle!
Swallow blade!
Talon Hurricane! Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine!
Take
Destruction!
I'll smash you!
Destruction!
They really don't give up, do they?
mine.
You're mine! Destruction! You're mine!
More for the Southside.
Destruction!
Raging cascade. Ridwell, astral energy. Full throttle. Lightning control. By the That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Here. More for the Southside. Hear me. Supernova. More where that came from.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
Noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in...
Engaging! Far enough! Out of the way! Rip it clear!
Not on my watch.
Blue escape!
Glacial Spear!
Take down their defenses! Destruction! Swallow blade! Blue escape!
Lightning condemned. I'm all started.
Here I come! It's almost too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
I can carve through
Destruction! My
Here's a
shield!
healing arm.
We're not ready!
Glimmer
Take it!
Do it. Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Glacial
Bring it down! My turn!
This one's mine.
You're mine!
With this, I can become even stronger.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Slice! Take it!
A showdown between blade and fist.
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Do it in here.
It's over!
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Now.
Crush!
Burn it.
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along. Is that it? That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Brace yourself! This one's
Shattering
Bring him
Bring
down!
Attack time!
You're mine!
Release!
Destruction!
I'm on it! Put that gun out of your hand!
Engaging!
Lock and load up! Solid sword! Do it! Ridwell! Demon descent! Flashing fang!
You're mine! It's over! Destruction!
Blow him down!
Swallow blade!
I'm on it!
Lock and load! Here
Sleep now. This one's mine.
Rising over!
I never miss.
My mission!
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
You know, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zeugles all this time?
Normally, the Zeugl...
Little help.
it's over!
Lightning
Spear!
Destruction! I won't show you any mercy!
Now you'll learn!
Swallow blade! Destruction! Here I come!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
that's my cue!
Shut him down!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nicely done.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it. Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara. Consider yourself finished!
Will this help?
No, you can't!
Lightning to kill!
Swallow blade!
Hey,
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Anything in armor is
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Strike!
Burn it
Thunder
up!
blade!
Thunder field! Here's the evil!
Fire support!
What's this? Shining
Support!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Dragon Show!
Thunder! Careful! He has some kind of camouflage! Dance in the wind!
Here, let me help.
Aim for the weak spot.
There you are!
Try! Try this!
Freeze blaster!
Destruction!
I'll heal you all! Go get him! Healing! Where are you going? Dance in the wind!
Thanks!
We can go! Oh, come dance in the wind! Recover!
This should do it!
It vanished again? Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Thank you.
Destruction!
Will this help? Hey, that's
Destruction!
Anything in armor is all mine!
I'll fix you up. Lightning Orb! Raging
Swallow
Cascade!
blade! Here I come!
I'm on it!
Gemini Aura!
Oh, it's you!
Photon! Raging Cascade! I'm only getting
Destruction!
Annihilate! Photon! Raging Cascade!
Slot stand! All finished here and now!
Burning Strike! Here's the evil!
I have no limits! Here we go again! Destruction! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help? Where are you going?
Here we go again!
I'm on all
Here, let me
come
watch.
to an end.
Hit!
Ha! Ether!
I'll come with
Destruction! Swallow blade! Destruction!
Here's a healing art!
Anything in
You're
armor is
mine!
all mine!
Here I go!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm not done!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade! Laser Ray!
There!
Here's a healing art!
I'm on a roll! All good things come to an end!
Swallow
here.
blade!
Swallow
blade! You're mine! Destruction! No escape!
I'm on it!
Will this help?
You're mine! You're finished!
Thunderfield! Healing
You're mine!
Raging Cascade!
This should do it! Slash! Rising Wyvern!
Confiscated! Burning Strike!
First
Laser
strike!
Spear!
Take this!
Lightning Supernova!
Crumble!
Blaze Lancer!
My focus!
Thunderblast!
Right! It's go time!
Now!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Here I come!
You're mine!
Risen tear!
With Astral Energy! Dance in the wind!
First strike!
This one's mine!
Now I'm in the I can carve through! It's just too
You're
coming!
mine!
I'll be saving this one!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Destruction!
Chinese
Swallow blade!
Supernova!
You're mine!
Roll
You're
now!
finished! Take
Field!
this!
I'll be Here I go! That move!
Here comes the big one! Swallow blade!
Raging Cascade!
Denied!
Swallow blade!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Crush! Swallow blade!
Here we go again. I'm on it.
Swallow blade!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it. I'll end you.
Let the marksman handle this. Where are you going?
Swallow blade!
Eagle Eye just getting started.
Here I come! I'm not done!
Anything in order is all mine.
Here's evil!
Here I come! It's over!
I'll finish you here and now.
I'll heal you all! Where that came from? Healing steel!
I'm ready. Denied.
I can only rely on myself.
Go! Not in your dreams! It's over!
Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Try harder! Take it! Stay away from my friend! It's over!
Lightning raging
You're mine!
Will this help?
An astral art?
That's my field!
Shut him down! You're finished!
Talon Hurricane! I'll
Take
be
it!
saving this one!
Glimmer Dragon!
Here I go! It's
You're
over!
mine!
Mega Ray! By the
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Rising Falcon! We got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right.
Raging
Still
Cascade!
anyone's fight. Try harder! It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
It's over!
Eat this.
Swallow blade!
Lightning!
Slash!
Downfall!
Destruction!
Steel Force!
Eagle
You all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
We may be strong, but I'll never back down! Swallow
I'm on a
blade!
roll now.
No! Can't end here! There! I'm on it! Swallow blade!
I'm just getting started!
Dance in the wind!
Far enough!
Feel!
I can carve through armor!
It's on!
I can't feel anything.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
I still got some fight left in me.
I'll bring you back from death to this.
More where that came from. I'm such a patient. I can't feel anything. I still got some healing to do. Lightning!
You're finished!
Searing flame! Lightning orb!
Big blast!
Raging cascade!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Blast!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act, as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go. To Mahak Sar, Ganath Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renin. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renin supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegus and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her. There.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Miguel entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danin lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldam and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Menancia Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies!
A fish! You saw...
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Where should I cast my line? Yeah! Not my lucky day, I guess. Hup! Not my lucky day, I guess. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Hup. All right. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Is this what I think it is? Good fishers always keep their cool. Ha! There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
All right. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Where should I cast my line? I've got a good feeling about this one. This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
You tamed a real beast.
Reel it in. I'll let you go this time. Oh! I did it! But I'm not gonna quit now.
Are we going to be able to finish all that?
All right. Well, it's not bad per se.
Nice work!